shock, Barcelona invited a strange coach. Former MU player immediately replaced Koeman. Barcelona are looking for a replacement for coach Ronald Koeman, despite having to pay a lot of money. Some sources in Catalunya recently reported that coach Ronald Koeman is likely to be fired by Barcelona today, September 17th. It is known that an emergency meeting was held just a day after Barcelona lost 3-0 to Bayern Munich in the Champions League group stage, with the intention of discussing whether to sack Koeman or not. In a match where Bayern was rated upper door right before entering the match, Barcelona showed a rather weak face. They lost 0-3 even when they tried to play defensively, and this big defeat came even though Bayern Munich themselves did not play as well as usual. After the game, there were comments expressing dissatisfaction with Coach Koeman's tactics in the dressing room. Some players thought Barca should have attacked again once they had conceded first. These comments were soon known to Barca officials, and President Joan Laporta had to call an emergency meeting. Although firing Koeman costs a lot of money, Laporta still recommends several candidates to consider. The chairman had intended to fire Koeman over the summer, but ended up keeping it for financial reasons and because there was no real candidate to replace him. The problem is that Koeman is a pragmatic coach and puts the goal of winning first, so the style of play is not important. But Laporta wants Barca to play the press court football that is already a tradition built by Johan Cruyff. And according to journalist Tony Juan Martí, Laporta contacted the son of the late Dutch football legend, Jordi Cruyff, to ask if Cruyff wanted to replace Koeman. Cruyff ultimately said no after the conversation. But Laporta still seems to be looking for a new option, and that could lead to an opportunity for Xavi, who is leaving Al Sadd in Qatar. Cruyff is no stranger to Barcelona because he is not only a former player of the club but also an advisor to the team's leadership. Cruyff had a good career as a player. He spent 4 years with MU but suffered from injuries most of the time, despite having had the first few months to play regularly for the club. Cruyff later joined Alaves and helped the club to a UEFA Cup runner-up in 2001. After hanging up his boots, Cruyff moved into the position of director of football and became known for his successes in Cyprus and Israel. Cruyff first served as head coach at Maccabi Tel Aviv in 2017, before having considerable success with Chongqing Dengdai in China. Last year Cruyff accepted the offer to lead Ecuador but resigned due to the COVID-19 epidemic, and briefly returned to China before being called back by Barcelona this summer. Jordi Cruyff is therefore known primarily for his team planning abilities rather than coaching, and his coaching experience is limited to small countries. The press is guessing that Laporta does not want a famous coach to replace Koeman, but wants a coach who will bring Barca to the style of football he wants.